Why read the news when you can watch it? Introducing Skn Newsline, the Federation's only online TV news platform. Skn Newsline is an online TV news platform covering news in St. Kitts and Nevis. We provide a daily and accurate news on the big stories and stories of interest that other media outlets have ignored. You can watch Skn Newsline on our website, www.sknnewsline.com, or Facebook page at www.fb.com/SKN Newsline, and also subscribe to our Skn Newsline YouTube channel. Skn Newsline, your world, your news.
As citizens prepare to participate in the town hall meeting on the construction of the new Bastia High School on the Bastia Valley Aquifer, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Education Sean Richards is staunchly defending the project. The opposition St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party has opposed the construction of the school on the proposed site, citing building on the aquifer could contaminate water storage and affect the water supply of the island. The government has argued to the contrary, stating that measures have been taken to protect the aquifer. Speaking on radio talk show Issues on Freedom Radio last Thursday, Minister Richards defended the decision to build on the aquifer.
Right next to where the Bastia High School is supposed to be built, you have mechanic shops located right there. I'm sure you have traversed the area. You see them. And so you have diesel and all, oils and all sort of things being dumped into the soil. And those are the issues that we should be concerned about. And how do we intend to address those particular issues? The report speaks to the fact that you have so many homes being built on the aquifer. And it is only a matter of time that you're going to have seepage from feces, etc., into the aquifer. The government ain't putting a septic tank over there on the site, because the new way of thinking, the new technology, etc. It says that you can do things differently. I said the whole of Miami is on an aquifer. The whole of Miami on an aquifer. But when you go there, you see sewage treatment plants, etc. in place. Because you have to mitigate against those particular issues.
The minister slammed the opposition, saying the construction of the school has become a political matter.
But the project entailers, the housing project entailers, Cromwell Williams, who was then in charge of the water department when that housing project was being pursued, he said to the government back then that you're locating these houses not 1,000 feet from the closest well, but I think it's about 200 to 300 feet from a well in the very same tailors area. He said to them, if you're going to do it, put in a sewage system. Otherwise, you're going to run the risk of contaminating the aquifer, contaminating that particular water well. The government built the houses, and to date, no sewage system is in there. And you don't hear the persons complaining about that neither then or now. Now here it is, a school is being built 1,000 feet away from the closest one. 1,000 feet away from the closest one. All of the necessary precautions are being taken to mitigate against the risk. But you have persons saying there is something wrong with it. Persons who are not experts. Many of them, they are not experts.
Meanwhile, Mr. Richards was asked about Environmental Impact Assessment, EIA, which he said will be available at the Office of the Planning Department and the Ministry of Education at the Cable Building in Bastia for public viewing.
Reading of the report and persons being able to access it is governed by the Development Planning and Control Board Act. I don't remember which year it is. And as such, that is what is being adhered to at this particular point in time. I do agree that we are now in a different age, and perhaps the act needs to be looked at to determine how do we go forward to ensure that in terms of accessibility, that more persons can access it, because we're now in the age of the internet, etc. Persons aren't allowed to copy it. What I have noted is there are persons who have come, they have they have jotted down notes. I suppose some who probably will come with their cell phone and take pictures, etc.
Right, so I was referring to that. So they could come and snap.
As far as I'm aware, there is nothing preventing anyone from doing that.
The town hall meeting for the construction of the new Bastia High School will be held at the Tucker Clark Primary School on Wednesday night, May 29th. I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline. The new sanctuary and multipurpose facility of the Antioch Baptist Church was officially blessed and commissioned at 2 dedication services on Sunday, May 26th, at its new location in Lime Kiln. One service was held Sunday morning and a second service Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Senior pastor of the Antioch Baptist Church, Lincoln Connor, spoke to Skn Newsline Sunday evening about the occasion.
We had the dedication service at 9:30 on May the 26th, and at 3:30 we had an additional service. Now these activities, the way that they were done, were outlined that way so that we would be able to accommodate the number of persons we knew were going to attend, because this project has spanned not only our congregation, but we would say the entire federation, the goodwill and the input we've had from so many individuals. And additionally, we've had lots of individuals returning from the diaspora, some who are actually coming in on Sunday, and so we had to plan these activities so that everyone would be able to be a part of it. But we actually believe that the main service we would have as many as 2,000 people. And so for that reason, we decided to have 2 services to give individuals the opportunity to be a part of the celebration.
Pastor Connor also noted that while the contributions of members played a role in funding the construction, it was the combined goodwill of friends of the ministry that helped the process of the construction of the building.
It is not merely the congregation, it's the goodwill that this church has built up over 56 years. That's a long time. And not only is that a long time, but that's a lot of goodwill. And so people saw this as an opportunity for them to give back to something that is indigenous and very authentic, because people look at Antioch Baptist Church as their church. Even if they do not attend Antioch Baptist Church, lots of people like the church because they like the philosophy, they like the principles and that kind of stuff. So they didn't find it difficult to actually contribute to the process. So we engaged in the process because, one, we believed, we had a heart for the process, we believed that God was totally in it, and then we also mobilized our people to be part of it. But those persons in our congregation made that decision even before the leadership made the decision that they wanted a new facility, and with that in mind, they were willing to do the work that was necessary to make it happen.
Meanwhile, Pastor Connor said that the old Antioch Baptist Church building in the village will still play a role in the mission of the church.
We have an expansive agenda. We have a number of things that we want to do at that facility. And so in the process of time, we are going to roll those out. I can't say that we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 because we have a number of things that we would like to do, and the church is going to discuss those and decide which ones would be more appropriate at first. What we do know, however, is that we believe that the Lord wanted us to actually keep that building based on how this project turned out and because of all the history that is wrapped up in that building. So many people can talk about having lost their wedding bands and all that kind of stuff, pouring dirt and breaking bricks for the foundation of that church. And so folks still do not want to see the church give up that building, not even for another church. In their mind, the church must find a way to utilize it in terms of ministry. And our pastor made prophetic declarations. And I remember growing up, he would say things like, this building would never become a warehouse, would never become a grocery store. So there are some things that are non-negotiables when it comes to the use of that building, but we have a big vision for ministry.
The Antioch Baptist Church is one of the oldest churches in St. Kitts and Nevis and was founded by the legendary Dr. William Connor. The church is known for its missionary work within the country in spreading the gospel of Christ and plays an important role within the Christian community and social development in its surrounding community and the nation on a whole. Pastor Connor promised that the church will continue to play that role in its new building. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline. Former Prime Minister of Jamaica, Edward Seaga, has died. Seaga, who turned 89 on Tuesday, is Jamaica's 5th Prime Minister from 1980 to 1989 and leader of the Jamaica Labour Party from 1974 to 2005 when he retired from active politics. Since his retirement, he has been an honorary distinguished fellow at the professional level at the University of the West Indies and also serves as Chancellor of the University of Technology, Jamaica. He fell ill earlier this month and was being treated in Miami, Florida. Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness, on Tuesday evening expressed condolences to the family of Mr. Seaga. Holness, in a post to his Instagram account, says Seaga leaves behind a rich legacy of loyal service to the Jamaican people. He said, quote, Mr. Seaga will live on through his stellar contribution to national development that defined our nation and provided service and value. Indeed, a legacy for generations now and generations to come. The nation has lost a leader with true human values. I offer my sincere and deepest condolences to his widow, Carla, and the rest of his family. End quote. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.
Hey! How would you like to go to the Skn Music Festival VIP style? Well, KFC can make it happen. When you spend $30 or more, you get a chance to be one of the 3 winners per night to experience Music Festival VIP style. All you have to do, log on to www.kfcsknsurvey.com, complete the survey, write the validation code on the back of the receipt along with your name and phone number, and return it to any cashier. And you will make yourself eligible to win. Go to the Music Festival VIP style. Compliments KFC. It's finger licking good.
Think I walk like a champion, act like a champion.
In today's world, so many ordinary businesses pass themselves off as something special. But what's really special is what you're looking for. Don't settle for anything less. Inspiring women to be their own kind of beautiful. Offering a comfortable place to shop for quality products and excellent service. We have everything you need. Looking for fashion? We have top quality jewelry. For makeup? We have them. Black Opal, Revlon, perfume, and much more. Lucky Cosmetics Hair and Beauty Supply Store. We carry an extensive collection of hair and beauty products to look your best. We are located at the Circus Taxi Stand, Bastyr, St. Kitts. Call us at 869-466-7541.
Meridian Medical Pharmacy is the best place to get your pharmaceutical products. We make filling prescriptions easy. Our well-stocked pharmacies are ready to serve you. Check us for medical supplies, skin products, supplements, and so much more. Ask about flu vaccines. At Meridian Medical Pharmacy, we are focused on offering a professional, personalized pharmacy experience. Our service is personal, compassionate, and friendly. Located at our state-of-the-art medical facilities at the corner of South Independence Square Street and Adlam Street, downtown Bastyr, St. Kitts. And now we have a new branch on Frigate Bay Road in the Sugars Complex. Call 465-5096 and 465-3306 or email pharmacy@meridianmedcons.com. Visit Meridian Medical Pharmacy today and experience professional, customer care, and fast prescription fill-in service. Meridian Medical Pharmacy. This is an SKN Newsline special feature. The debate as to what should be done with the Bastyr High School rages on. The school, which is housed in wooden structures in Taylor's Range, moved from its original campus in 2015, which was ordered closed by the team unity government, fearing environmental health concerns. Those concerns were first raised by some of the teachers and students of the school prior to the 2015 election, sparking even a protest by some students and teachers. The matter soon became a political hot potato, with the then opposition Team Unity claiming the government, the then Denzel Douglas Labour administration, was insensitive to the needs of the teachers and vowed to build a new school if they were elected. The Labour government argued that there are no serious health concerns at the campus, following reports from regional and international health environmental agencies that conducted soil and other tests at the campus. Since the change of government, however, the current administration has debated on where the new campus should be built, with plans to erect the school on land in the vicinity of the underground water aquifer seriously being considered. The government recently announced that a site has been located on the Bastyr Valley aquifer where the school will be built, and that piece of land has already been cleared for construction. But the Labour Party insists that nothing is wrong with the old Bastyr High School campus, and if the Labour Party is re-elected, the school will be rebuilt on the same location and relocated there.
The Labour Party is committed to delivering, during its next term in office, a brand new state-of-the-art Bastyr High School at the school's original location on Victoria Road.
The Labour Party also claims that building the school on the Bastyr Valley aquifer would be a mistake.
Oh, the government appears to have already started the first steps of construction process on top of our largest source of water, drinking water, on St. Kitts. This cannot continue. This is not right. And again, I repeat, this is not politics. So I ask these questions. Are our people's well-being worth so little to the government that it would do all in its power to perpetuate a lie? Is the maintenance of a lie worth much trouble and difficulty? What of the inevitable negative consequences of building a structure of this magnitude on top of a water source?
However, Minister of Public Infrastructure Ian Liburd has dismissed contamination concerns at the aquifer if the school is built there.
So where the new Bastyr High School will be built would not affect potable water?
Not affected at all. There's no potable water, there's brackish water there. As a matter of fact, if you go to the side there now, there's a well just next to TDC. Right? There's a well just across by the ball field. Those are wells that used to be used long time for irrigation. In the days they used to irrigate the fields there years ago in Tanzania. The Bastyr High School project envisions a sewage treatment plant, not septic at all. Septic is a no-no.
Right. And that will be built in the same area?
Yes, it is. Will be built in the area. So if there's only one threat to the well-field area. It is soil intrusion, and that is why steps were taken to ration water in the area.
Some commentators have agreed that building the school on the Bastia Valley Aquifer would not be a good decision. One such commentator is former Chief Medical Officer Dr. Patrick Martin. In a commentary entitled "Water is Life, Err on the Side of Science," Dr. Martin said, quote, "My government faces a choice: follow a campaign promise and risk contamination of the aquifer, or let science inform policy and enforce the protected area status of Pons Nismus. To err on the side of caution means to choose the safer of the two options, which is the latter," end quote. He said that the issues at the Bastia High School Victoria Road campus are fixable, but these issues got caught up in a spirited election campaign. Going forward, he said, protection of the Bastia Valley Aquifer demonstrates total commitment to human and sustainable development. He said, quote, "Ground in the aquifer area has been cleared as if to show something good is about to happen there. Can anything good come out of the toilets of a secondary school? If 800 students and 80 staff each use an ultra-low flush toilet once per day, 1.5 million liters of wastewater will be generated per year, equivalent to the combined capacity of 150 large water tanker trucks," end quote. Dr. Martin further added that the water table is so high in Pons Nismus that the only option for wastewater management is a sewage plant. Sewage plants emit gases, he said. The air download will smell of hydrogen sulfide, ammonia, and kindred noxious chemicals. He said, quote, "Impact studies ought to consider whether, depending on wind direction, foul odors can affect our 1.1 million visitors arriving via Port Zante and the airport," end quote. In the midst of the debate, however, is former government minister Dwyer Astafan, who is calling for a more measured approach to the Bastia High School scenario.
Or have you seen any documentation to tell you definitively that the old campus is unusable, period? If it is unusable for that or any other purpose, we need to know, because it constitutes a significant 12 or 14 or 15 acres of land in the heart of Bastia. And if it is unusable for any purpose, you have to ask the question, does it pose any threat to the environs? It is my view, just as a layman, that the building was put up there 60, 70 years ago, 60 years ago, 50 years ago. No maintenance was done. There's no proper sewage system, septics. So you had a backup of these things, lack of maintenance, and problems created. This is 2018. You put your technology in place and apply it, and you could find out the problems there, and I am pretty sure, and I'm saying this as a layman, that these problems can be solved.
What is the future of the Bastia High School? Only time will tell. I'm Andre Huey with this special SKN Newsline report. You're watching SKN Newsline TV live on sknnewsline.com.